Hello everyone, it's Galina. Today I want to share with you a fun idea of making a simple geometric card using basic supplies. I have cut out a white card panel using a SLIMLINE die. You can work with a regular A2 card panel, but I love to have more space to play with this technique. And a size of SLIMLINE panel is perfect to create a full geometric pattern. Next, I'm going to create my pattern with circles using HALFTONE dot circle dies. At first, I'm going to cut out a biggest circles on the top and the bottom of my panel. I'm going to leave a space in the center for my sentiment label. And to finish the pattern, I'm going to cut out a few more little circles. I'm placing the die close to the edge of the card panel to create a diagonal composition. In the set there are two coordinating circle dies, and you can cut out this pattern using them too. In addition, the smallest die fits perfectly in the center of biggest die, so you can get a lot of combination using this die set. There are a few ways how you can add the color behind the die cuts. I'm going to use a less mess way to do that. And I want to have all my circles with the same color combination. Even on smallest die cut, I want to see a light and dark colors. So the easiest way for me is use coordinating circle dies as a guide. I'm going to apply ink for biggest die cut separately. I'm starting with my blue colors and I'm applying distress oxide inks on a white cardstock, from the lightest shade to the darkest. But it doesn't matter what color start with, in the end I'm going to cut out the circles. And for the second half of my pattern I create a same background using red, pink and yellow inks. Also I made a smaller backgrounds for my tiny circle die cuts. And I'm going to cut out those backgrounds few times. So I have 2 big circle die cuts and 4 small circles. And I'm going to place them behind the card panel, and I want to have lighter shade of ink in the center. It will look like glowing is going out from the center of the panel. You can attach colorful backgrounds with liquid glue on the back side of the panel, but I want to add a lot of dimension on this card, so I'm going to play with the foam adhesive tape. I'm going to apply a white foam tape from Katia as well as regal foam square in small areas. I want to be sure the card will look okay after mailing, that's why I'm adding so much tape everywhere. I removed backing paper from foam tape and I'm placing each circle behind the card panel. As I was saying, I'm going to place bigger background with a light side to the center. And I'm cutting off the excess paper with scissors. Next I'm adding a small backgrounds and I'm turning them to make the colors go in other directions. I'm adding 2 small red backgrounds on the top and 2 blue backgrounds on the bottom. And again I'm cutting off the excess paper. For my colorful card panel, I made a light gray card base. I made this card base a little bit bigger than a card panel, because I want to have this gray frame around the panel. It will be a birthday card, so I'm going to stamp a birthday sentiment on a white cardstock. I'm using a beautiful stamp set with tiny heart on it, and this stamp set is a part of birthday card making kit from Katia. And I love to use this stamp set separately from the kit. I will leave all product links in the video description below. Next I'm going to cut out the sentiment using oval die from SCALLOP oblong die set. This die cuts an oval label with a thin oval frame. And I found in my stash a darker frame for this label, which I'm going to use on this card. I'm going to foam mount the oval die cut with birthday sentiment in the center of the card, and using liquid glue I'm attaching an oval frame around the label. This card turned out super bright and colorful, so I had only transparent crystals on the card. I placed them close to the die cuts and few crystals I placed under the panel. To attach the crystals, I used an embellishment wand from Studio Katia and liquid glue. And I adore the simplicity and brightness of this card. I'm sure this pattern will look awesome with any color combination. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye!